How's it going, guys? JCVP11 here for GNTECH, and this is my review of the Huawei Nova Plus. This thing is gorgeous. The metal unibody and chamfered edges are incredible to feel, and the phone is very compact for its size. The buttons on the side are placed well, and the texture to the power button is really the cherry on top. At the back, the 3D fingerprint reader is very reliable, and the USB-C port means future-proofing is taken care of. My only gripe with design is the bulging camera that makes the phone rock on a surface occasionally, and the metal back is prone to picking up smudges here and there, but it's nothing too major. Diving inside the phone, you realize this thing is mid-range. A Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 octa-core chip up to 2 GHz is found, with 3 GB of RAM and an Adreno 506 GPU. While not as fast as flagship devices, the phone is definitely up there. Performance has not been a hitch, with nothing bogging down the device, while the Adreno 506 GPU does a great job with handling high graphic games. Multitasking was great, and the ability to have split screen functionality really surprised me considering how well it worked. The 5.5-inch 1080p screen provided plenty of real estate, and all I can say is that the panel is one of the best ones for its class. Though I feel like a little less bezel and chin up front would have made the display stand out even more and the device just that bit better. Although responsive, I'm not a big fan of EMUI 4.1 running over Android 6.0 Marshmallow. It has things like auto-changing wallpapers on the lock screen and various uses for the fingerprint scanner, but many of Android's core features have been stripped off, and things you'd expect to work just don't. Not having an app drawer and the task switching interface were my biggest gripes. While you can't do anything about the latter, Android allows you to change the launcher to Google's stock one, which I did after a few days because I much prefer it. But if you're the type who likes to customize the look of your phone occasionally, you'll love EMUI's themes application because it really offers a wide variety. Onto camera, this by far is the richest interface I have seen on a smartphone. While the UI could have been a little more intuitive, all the important features were present. Here are some samples I took in auto mode with all enhancements turned off. Photos come out great in daylight with good dynamic range and detail thanks to the 16 megapixel sensor, with a few occasions where the colors are a bit washed out. In darker scenarios, quality takes a drop and there's some visible noise, but that's what you get with most smartphone cameras. The super night mode goes a long way to fix that, but it requires a very steady hand. Another mode in particular that caught my attention was all focus, which allows you to change the focal point of a picture after it's been taken, and it works well with macro shots. Videos at 4K come out really shaky but do provide a bit more detail compared to 1080p video where optical image stabilization is present. If you're a fan of pictures with light trails, you'll be happy to know that the camera can produce such pictures, again with a steady hand. The 8 megapixel selfie camera is also good and has a wide enough lens to capture a few friends, but once again a drop is seen at night. It comes with various effects that you can use to take your selfies and make them beautiful. And if you want to know the quality of the front-facing camera at 1080p, well, here's a sample and you can judge audio as well. And while we are talking of audio, it is also important to note that only one of the two grills found on the device actually outputs audio, with the other one serving for aesthetic reasons, doubling only as the primary microphone. It would have been nice to see a dual system, but the single speaker does pretty well in most conditions unless you're in a very loud environment or are prone to covering the speaker completely. All that being said, let's move on to battery life and the conclusion. Having used the phone for just over 2 weeks, I was pleasantly surprised with battery life. The 3340 mAh battery got me through the day easily and gave around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. In the most heaviest days, the readings dropped to 5.5 hours, which is still not bad. Bear in mind I used my device at around 40 to 50% brightness with all location services turned on. Unfortunately, the metal body does not permit wireless charging, but the included charging cable and brick do charge up the phone pretty fast thanks to the USB-C port found on the device. This phone is really for those people who are looking for an all-around package without having to pay the big bucks. Its speed, design, as well as its camera are its strong points, while the software user interface falls just a little short. I'm sure Huawei can fix that with a software update to make this phone a true all-rounder, priced at 1,755 dirhams, which equates to around $477. At this price, the Nova Plus is available in Prestige Gold, Mystic Silver and Titanium Grey, so you can pick a color that matches your style. I look forward to what you guys think of this phone in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like rating and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.